Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he's up to the 43.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Now 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Murray.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gets around him, breaks through the contact, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
3rd and 8.
Throwing Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. He also a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here we go, hey. Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Apple, 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 apple. Apple.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
We look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Odafe Oweh
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Benson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, That could spark a big burst right here.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Calm.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Half jumbo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards for number 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Cadence, lock in the cadence.
Back to throw. Jones. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Okay, here we go.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
F-18, F-18.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Murray now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just one field goal and a tightly played 1st half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that 1st half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
Go Cyclone!
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Great.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Shifts by him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. Hey.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Okay, here we go. Up we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Odafe Oweh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Out we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Swim.
To throw is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
From the gun, it's Walker. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Lock. Up, go.
Walker with another carry.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
South salad, South salad. Half 18, half 18. Up, go.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's to his running back. Complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now 1st and goal.
Momo. Up, go.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner.
Third down and goal coming up here.
56.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Up we go.
They'll try and run. Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Murray to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw is Murray.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means